But that game last week from CJ Stroud was phenomenal at the end, the finish of it. The Buccaneers kind of sat off. Basically, they needed a touchdown. They were 4 points down. They needed a touchdown. They had to go to full length of the field, dying moments. And the Buccaneers sat back and were kind of like, yeah, this rookie quarterback isn't going to be able to make the throws he needs to make. And he just made throw after throw after throw, and then hit a game-winning touchdown pass that you just don't expect the quarterback of that youth and that inexperience to make, because he has to read the middle of the field. He has one receiver going through the middle, taking away the safety. And this is the point where the defense knows he has to throw the ball. So they're set up perfectly to stop exactly what he wants to do. And he moves the safety out of the way. He has pressure coming, and he looks out past the safety to the next guy going in behind him, hits the tiny window, has to throw the ball with perfect timing because the route is going to break inside and there's a defender coming from the outside. And it's the kind of thing Stroud has done all year, where he's made these spectacular throws. But it also is kind of the beauty of sport in a way, that everyone is talking about CJ Stroud this week and how good he was. But if you only watch the first 3 quarters of that game, you'd be going, this guy's a bust. He looks horrible. He was missing every throw. He was struggling throughout the game. He had a couple of interceptions dropped. He had lost a fumble deep in his own territory. But ultimately, when he had that moment at the end, it's vital for him. Now, I'm not going to come here and say CJ Stroud is bad and doesn't deserve all the praise, because overall he's been really good and he looks like he's going to be really good. But last week's game, it was kind of one of those things where you can kind of choose what you want to take from it. You can be really cynical like me and point out the flaws early in the game, or you can look at the end and go, this guy won the game when they need him to win the game. I think NFL generally, the guy who wins at the end tends to continue to do that. So there is real precedence there to be really excited about him.
Now, can I just jump in on there for a second? Because as much as Keane studies these things and knows, and will see those interceptable passes and those missed throws, he will study that in a way. Now, the numbers would also suggest that his first 3 quarters, he ended up with 475 yards. I don't have the stats in front of me. 5 touchdowns and no picks. He's a rookie in the NFL. That is a record. Nobody has ever done that before. I do understand that game situations lend themselves to these records a lot of the time. They're not just something that come from the greatest rookie performance of all time.
Somebody went through the list of other rookies on the list and it's not great, but go on.
The list that other people that he passed out. Yeah, see, exactly. You know, but for me anyway, like obviously I see your point that he's going to be a rookie, you know. But what I was saying to you, even when we were talking about this excitedly on Monday, Keane, is the fact that he had 45 seconds, I think it was 45, less than a minute anyway. They did have 2 timeouts, which I think should be pointed out, to go and get a touchdown, because Baker Mayfield had gone and scored a touchdown the other end. It wasn't a field goal. They had to score the touchdown. There's very few quarterbacks, rookie or not, that you would trust in that situation and sort of think to yourself, have they any chance? You kind of just feel most of the time like it's not going to happen. It's going to peter out around midfield.